Before we begin, we're going to talk about Noah Scofield and Jacob Lawler. Them guys in the inspection line, the pre-race inspection line, they failed the pre-race inspection line, and NASCAR slash PWRL Sony Cup Series officials called that cheating, and also the 51 team and the 98 team could not get their cars fixed in time before the race, so they are disqualified and will not race Riverside. Hello there YouTube, we are here for race number 10 of 20. After this race will be halfway to the end of the Season 2 championship. We are here for our first road course of the season, and in Season 1 of the Sony Cup Series, we only had 2 road courses. And them 2 road course winners was by one guy, Evan Gattuso. He has won every road course there is in the Sony Cup Series so far. Evan Gattuso has had nothing but a crap season all year long, it seems, in the 22 car, looking to turn that around today with a win here at Riverside. Nicholas Cordovos, he is also a road course specialist. He starts on the outside of the front row. Let's get these cars rolling off and we will get this race started. Get ready to start this race here today. We'll show you the starting grid. Right there in fourth is Breton McGirt. Then it's Richard Johnson, Nick Mace, Tate Scofield, Greg Brown and Luke Martin, Hayden Klein and Shaun Gallagher, Ralph Mason, Eugene Max, Andrews Allen, and Dillion White. The pace car pulls in. Evan Gattuso in the 22 Dodge is going to lead us down to the green flag. Evan Gattuso gets a jump off everybody. Richard Johnson in the 24 car trying to make it work on the outside. It's not going to work. Nicholas Cordovos takes second. It's the battle back in the field here. Greg Brown trying to hold off Luke Martin for that spot. That's 7th in line. Luke Martin slides wide. Championship contender Shaun Gallagher dives to his inside. Shaun Gallagher, after Sandusky, lost second in points to Luke Martin. And with that 9th place run at Sandusky, Shaun Gallagher needs to pull off some wins if he wants to be a big factor for this championship, because no wins isn't going to cut it, just like Luke Martin. Right now Luke Martin comes in this race 29 points. Comes in this race 29 races with no wins in the Sony Cup Series. Luke Martin, no wins isn't going to cut it, but right now they both run 2nd and 3rd in points. But up front, completing lap number 1, Nicholas Cordovos is on a mission to try and chase down Evan Gattuso in that 22 car. Evan Gattuso, right now, he was a championship contender in Season 1, but he's been doing crap so bad this season that it's been hard to recognize that he's even in this season. And to see him run up front's a good sign for him. Cordovos trying to get his first win in the Sony Cup Series. Evan Gattuso trying to get his 3rd in the Sony Cup Series. This will be his 3rd win if he can get it done here today. But right now we don't want to jinx him. He leads, but Nicholas Cordovos is trying to reel him in. Breton McGirt, he hasn't won a race either. He runs in 3rd place right now in that 54 car. He right now has the reigning champion Richard Johnson behind him. Breton McGirt hasn't had a very good season so far, that 54 car. Just trying to get some experience out there, and running in 3rd on a road course is pretty good for him. Let's focus on the back of the field. Joe Cole, who hasn't had a very solid season so far. Right now, I think he runs right now 11th in points. He's running pretty decent in points to be up there with that Subway 6 car. Joe Cole right now runs in last on track, but trying to get that experience on the road course is not going to happen for him here today. Eugene Max, he's also a championship contender. Right now, DeMax runs near the end of the field, right now running in 14th on track. That 32 car needs to step it up because he can't be finishing behind these guys on the race day. Richard Johnson running 4th on track, just what he needs. When you have a day like this with the 98 team not making the start for the racer today, you need that good finish, and Richard Johnson putting himself back in the championship fight in that 24 car with this one right here. Let's focus on the 27 Viagra car of Luke Martin. Luke Martin in that 27 car. He right now runs 2nd in points. With the 98 team not starting the race here today, the 98 team not starting here today puts them way far behind. This could very well put the 27 back on top in points. The 27 team needs a good race like this, running 7th on track ahead of their rival Shaun for the championship. The hills here at Riverside. Nicholas Cordova's not wanting to give up. He sees Evan Gattuso right in front of him. He wants that lead. He wants his first win in the Sony Cup Series bad. But Evan Gattuso, a very good road course leader in the series. Evan Gattuso looking to make it 3 in a row for the road course wins here today. Evan Gattuso is receiving the white flag. Nicholas Cordovas is about a second behind. White flag is out for Evan Gattuso. This has been a terrible, terrible season for him. Evan Gattuso rounding out Riverside for one more lap he could win here today. Nicholas Cordovas is right there. He's closing in on Evan Gattuso through the hairpin. I mean the S's. What am I talking about? The hairpin. There's no hairpin here at Riverside. Over the hills now, Nicholas Cordovas trying to chase down Evan Gattuso, but I don't think it's going to happen. Richard Johnson starts to go over the hills. He has passed Brandon McGuirt for 3rd on track. With the 98 team not starting here today, this is big for them, guys. Richard Johnson needs this finish here today. This could very well put him back on top for the points if he can get good finishes like this. Evan Gattuso just got to round a few more corners. He has a good lead over Nicholas Cordovas, who is in 2nd. Through the final few turns, Evan Gattuso can see the checkered flag waving. Off the final turn, Evan Gattuso will win his 3rd road course in a row. 3rd road course victory in a row for Evan Gattuso. We've only started 3 road courses in the Sony Cup Series history, and Evan Gattuso's won 3 of them so far. Evan Gattuso puts himself 3rd all-time on the win list of the Sony Cup Series drivers, and he's only won on road courses. Evan Gattuso still hasn't won on that oval yet. Nicholas Cordova is back to settle for a 2nd place finish for that 99 team. Great job by him, and Richard Johnson comes out of Riverside with a good 3rd place finish.